Well, hello everybody. It is February already, and this is your February flipped grade level meeting. There are quite a few items on the agenda, so please make sure that you listen carefully to all of the details of each of these areas. And certainly if you have any questions with regard to any of these items, I will be doing a face-to-face version of this same meeting on Wednesday morning of this week at 8 o'clock in the LMC. So we'll get started right away. Our first topic is on this upcoming February 16th early release day. As usual, our students will be dismissed at 1 o'clock, and the rest of that day has been designated for you to either collaborate or work on the work that we have been working on over the course of this year. It is a great time also for us to take a look at our progress thus far with our SLOs and our PPGs. So this is a time for you to take a look at where you're at as far as your data is concerned and to make any adjustments to either one of those items. You may put that into My Learning Plan so that it is documented. If you need any assistance with that, I saw that Miss Erasmus did put out an invite to connect with her if need be. In the morning, we will have our 7th grade Junior Achievement Day in the morning. Detailed information has been provided to 7th grade teachers with regard to that day. If you click the links, you will see that Liz Pukrup, shout out to her, has really coordinated a great day with a detailed schedule and an individual team description as well. So if you are a 7th grade teacher and have not yet taken a look at these documents, please make sure that you do so that you can prepare yourself and your students for this great day that is planned for them. Along with that, any available UA, PE, or music folks, after you are finished with your collaboration that can go down and help assist in the gymnasium, that would be fantastic. We will be following the schedule that has been established for our early release day. This is the schedule for that. Again, click the link and you will see that early release. Based on the feedback that was provided, we will be looking at having a flight time and then shifting over to an 8:35 to 11:54 team discretionary events, followed by lunches for both 6th and 8th and then 6th and 7th grade as well. PE Music UA, you do have collaboration time from 8:30 to 10, and then please connect with your team leaders to determine how you can best support the teams from 10 o'clock until the end of the day. Mike Burrow will also be here during our staff work time from 1:30 to 3 o'clock for anybody that would like to learn more about some of the new shortcuts that are available in Infinite Campus to help save you time and effort as you are entering and posting grades. So please check in with Mike. He can help you with that and with any other gradebook questions that you might have up to this point in the year. Our second item, as I referenced a little bit earlier in our February 16th early release day, it is time for our SLO PPG mid-year check-ins. Please make sure that if you are on a summary year that you're going in and answering the questions aligned to your PPG and SLO in My Learning Plan platform. And then also, please make sure that you are checking your SLO data and updating your goals if need be. Be sure to be looking at what your student data is telling you at this point in the year, checking to see if your students are making the academic gains that you are hoping that they're making, and making any instructional adjustments that you feel need to be made between now and the end of the school year so that your students can meet proficiency on your standards. Also during this time, budget timelines are due. Just a reminder that staff that are responsible for budgets, your budgets and requisitions need to be completed by the end of the day on Friday. I will be going through those budget requests, and my deadline is March 2nd to make sure that I have gone through the budget carefully and have made any adjustments that I would need to our budget and or approve budget requisitions. Certainly, if you need assistance in this process, please connect with myself or with Diane. We are both very willing to help you out with the process. The next item on the agenda is our achievement award criteria. Our building leadership team has been spending time discussing how we will recognize students for their academic achievement at the end of the year, now that we are in a standard-based grading system. Last year was a pilot year, and we have made some adjustments. So we are sharing those adjustments with you at this point in time. Please familiarize yourself with the eligibility for honor roll, our character count award, which aligns with our lifelong learner characteristics, and then our presidential awards for educational achievement and educational excellence, as well as the WOA award. So again, some changing in the criteria. The biggest change is that we will recognize students for each individual class that they have met proficiency on, which is a little different from our past practice. Again, if you have any questions with regard to the new achievement recognition criteria, please reach out to your team leaders and or department chairs as they have been very much involved in the process. We also have parent-teacher conferences coming up very quickly, March 1st and March 8th. As usual, we will be serving dinner for staff. The first night we will have a taco bar. The second night we will have pulled pork sandwiches, potato salad, and chips. And our CIA has graciously offered to provide desserts for all of us as well. The detailed parent-teacher conference information is listed at the link here that you see. If you click on that link, it'll bring you to the information related to conferences. Reminder that these are the second and follow-up conferences to our student-led conferences that we hosted in November. So again, looking at having your students look also at their goals and be prepared to be able to speak to those goals at these conferences. Again, conferences are scheduled for 4 to 8 o'clock. They are in 15-minute increments. The dinner blocks are listed as you see them here on this document. Parents will be sent out the communication to begin signing up for their conferences this week, and you will start to see that those conference times will begin to fill up as we go through. Again, if you have any questions with regard to March conferences, please reach out to myself or another administrator, and we would be happy to answer any questions that you might have with conferences. Wisconsin Forward Administration, as you know, I have sent out multiple requests for feedback from all grade levels. I will be attending the scheduling meeting coming up. It does look like that these schedules will likely not have to shift based on the information I received from our technology director. However, please know that right now I still consider them to be a draft item, but will give you the final thumbs up when I get that opportunity. Using your feedback from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, here is the information that you will need in order to administer the tests. You will have opportunity to click on the link and see the letter to parents, the Wisconsin Forward testing times per section for the overall test this year, and general information about those dates. The actual testing schedules that I have developed are listed here at each of the links. 8th grade testing schedule, the request was to have an AM time and a PM time, and so I was able to accommodate that, followed by a full day time for the science and social studies sections of that test. With reference to 7th and 8th grade, again, if you click on the link, you will see that 7th grade testing dates are going to be on April 18th and 19th, and they will both be held in the AM per your grade level request. And then finally, the same with 6th grade. Your testing schedule is listed here. And you are looking at testing on Monday, April 16th and Tuesday, April 17th. And again, both math and ELA being tested in the morning. Again, I will be communicating with you as soon as I get verification that we are a thumbs up on that those will be the final testing dates that you will be able to plan on. I do anticipate that that will be the case. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you visit the website that I have linked here to our DPI, Forward Exam Practice Test and Sample items. Please take time to have our students go into the student tutorials and online training tools so that they get exposure. You can also see that there are item samplers that you can use for each of the grade levels. If you have not planned to do that, please make sure that in the month of February prior and beginning of March prior to our testing in April, that your students have exposure to the testing format and to sample questions. Also coming up here will be our spring intruder drill. Please make sure that you take a moment to look at the intruder guidelines and familiarize yourself with those guidelines. Certainly, if you have any questions with regard to our intruder drill at all and our guidelines, please feel free to connect with one of the administrators. We are in the planning stages with our police, and they will be present during the day that we have scheduled. So again, at this point in time, just make sure that you read through these guidelines, get any clarifying questions out of the way, and again, you can be expecting that in the spring that we will be having that intruder drill happening. Just a reminder, thank you to all of you that have connected with Missy and or Charlene with regard to your data team expectation of holding at least one formal data team as a PLC. I know many of you have scheduled more than that. And again, we're looking at this year being an opportunity for you to get your feet wet in the process and to really come up with that structured time and that structured format for you to start to look at your student data around your common assessments, to discuss as a team instructional strategies that you feel would be appropriate for how the students are responding to the existing instruction, and making any adjustments that you need to if you are using the formative assessments. If you are looking at holding a data team as a summative, that's more of an autopsy of the unit, and so certainly taking a look at that and following the process as well, but using that information to decide how you might make adjustments to that unit of instruction for the following year. Finally, our last item is other things that you should be aware of. As Diane put out, she will be going on a much needed vacation, and I'm very excited for her to do so. Please be aware, though, while she is gone, that even though she has a sub. If you are needing assistance with budget, please connect with her before her exit date for her vacation. Also, as you have heard, Heidi Solon has taken over announcements. So if you have specific announcements that you would like read each morning, please continue to follow the process of providing the half sheet to the clip and or emailing Heidi with the announcements that you need. Well, that concludes the February grade level meeting. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and have a great day, everybody. Take care.